taking barricaded summer debaser. All my life, sad and bad to my love, and I'm just a heartbreaker. All my life, get it taken, cause I'm out when I'm staking under the rain. Sad and bad to my love, and I'm just a heartbreaker. All my life.
Welcome back. Last time we talked about damn it. There's a dude there. It's McBomba. Okay, my heart's racing now. I don't know if he's good or not. I've never fought McBomba. Last time... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it right now. We're just going to see if we get to fight this guy or not. I think he went over this way. So basically, thanks to Githany, the Sith won. Thanks to that intel that she gave them. And so now Githany's at the Sith Academy to learn the ways to the dark side. Even though she already kind of knows the ways of the Force from the Jedi, she wants to learn the dark side. You know, she wants to... Holy crap, was I near McBomba for that long? Like, I was just climbing up to the surface, and there he was. We're gonna go away. Bye, Bomba. Oh, God, okay. That's freaking me out a little bit. I don't want to fight Bomba. I don't know if I'll win. Who knows? I mean, he's... I have no idea. This just threw me all off my fucking game. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out over here. I wish I had been on the surface when I saw Bomba, then I could have actually gone after him. So yeah, but Bane didn't meet her, so he just likes to go down to the wow, there's a bunch of chickens in there. He just likes to go down to the archives and just read this old shit and these old stories, and that's how he passes his time really these days. Since he doesn't really do any one-on-one training anymore. Oh my god, he was going towards 0-0. So he just passes his time by going through the archives and reading that old shit and all the stuff that happened, like Revan and Naga Sadao and all these old-ass fucks. And Githany comes down and he's thinking, okay, I want to beat Sirach so I could be the best apprentice here. And I know Bane lost to Sirac, so I'm going to learn from him what I can do to make sure that I don't. I'm going to learn from Bane's mistakes. But then she finds out that Bane is not, he's doubting his force potential. So she helps him free it, free his mind. His mind was basically naturally recoiling, from the awesome power that he had. So it was just like, oh, this is too much for me. But she helps him free his mind from that kind of vice, and agrees to start training him in the ways of the Force. This way, she'll have an ally that she can control. She's thinking, alright, well, I'm always going to be ahead of this fucker, because I'm going to be the one training him, so I don't have to worry about him ever betraying me, because I'll always know more than him. And I'm going to keep learning, too. So... okay. We're getting close to 0-0. We're like 700 blocks out. I'm getting really nervous. So then at night, he goes to Qasim, and it's like, Qasim, I need you to teach me how to fight. I've reawakened my force abilities. I'm ready to start being a force user again. And Qasim's like, okay, I want to train you. We're gonna do it in secret, so Quartus doesn't find out, because Quartus isn't too happy with the fact that you're here. So now he's gonna have Githany training him at night, and Qasim training him during the day. And the book, this is a very interesting one. The book that he was reading when Githany came up to him in the archives was Darth Revan. It was by Darth Revan. And it was a book about the unknown world and the Rakata, which is going to be an important part of the story later on. Indeed, a very interesting part of the story. So, now we're moving on to chapter 15. So Bane and Githany are both like, alright, we want to destroy Sirac. We want to make him suffer. Githany just so she can be the best, but Bane because he wants his revenge. So I'm tiring myself out here. I'm exhausting myself, man, with all this talking about specific things and thinking and all this. I don't like thinking, man. I should have gone after Bomba more. There's just too much forest, and I didn't want to get snuck up on. I can hold my own for a little bit in a fight because of my 4 gapples and my bow and arrows. So I really am just looking for some combat. It'll give me a reason to stop talking. Oh. I'm in the middle of a field. So let me go to my notes. Okay, so now we're fast forwarding ahead, and Qasim is like, alright, well, you've moved past sequences. This is later. This is way later. And he's like, okay, you're doing a lot better now, man. And he's like, wow, you're doing really great. And now you're just trying to hone his skills more. And oh no. Enchanted with a diamond chest plate. I'm not going to win that fight. Oh man, Bompa's low. Oh, damn. Alright. Vicious first blood killing my target. Urgh! I'm definitely gonna be severely outgeared by these guys. So Githany teaches Bane how to use lightning, and he's got a natural affinity for it. Like, she's saying how he did way better than any of the other apprentices, even Sirek or Githany did, and on his first try doing it, and he just unleashes a storm of lightning. And they talk some more, you know, she's talking about how, oh, I was in love with a Jedi, and, you know, I'm just hurt, I'm injured, I'm hurt mentally, and all this kind of stuff, and Bane makes a joke about her betraying. Oh, can you the apple now? Bane makes a joke about her betraying him, and she gets all mad. Oh, absorption's on? I didn't know that. Is night about to fall? It is. I don't feel like I've been running around for 10 minutes. I feel like it's been longer than that. But I'm too close. We're gonna have to go under here. And go caving. That's the only option at this point. Okay, that freaked me out earlier, but I'm good now. So Githany's teaching how to use lightning, all that. He's really good. They're basically falling in love. Now we're in chapter 16, and Bane's even better at combat. He's fighting Kasim again. But it's, you know, he's still losing. But he's getting a lot better. He's holding out for a long time against Kasim. And Kasim is a Twi'lek, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. He's a very powerful Blade Master. So he's like, oh, why did we abandon the Darth title? And, you know, Kasim give this horrible reasoning, like, oh, well, made the opponents know who we are, and that kind of thing. And it was just basically a way of showing that Khan is a bad person. He's bad. Screw him. He sucks. He's destroying the Sith, basically. He's bad for the Sith. He's just gonna be the end of it, and Pink and Prof might be fighting. Do it. So, by the end of the chapter, Bane challenges Sirek in a storm on top of the pyramid. And then chapter 17, they fight, and Bane's in control. I mean, Bane is destroying him. He's just waiting until he gets tired. Sirek is tiring out really fast, so he's like, alright, you know what? I've had enough of this. Bam! Destroys him. But leaves him alive. And then after the fight, Githany gets pissed off at him. Like, why'd you leave him alive? He's not really sure why he left fucking guy alive. Fucking Sirek. He's not sure why he left Sirek alive. And then later on that night, Kasim comes to his room and gives him a hook-handled lightsaber. And we learn a little more about Kasim. Kasim was bought as a slave. He learned from his master. He killed his master. Kasim uses a double-bladed lightsaber. Oh, I think I heard lava. So we just learned some more about Kasim, and he gives him this curved hooked lightsaber like Count Dooku's lightsaber. And now we're on to chapter 18, where we start with Kasim bursting into Cordis's chambers and just slamming the door open like, what did you do? And apparently we find out through Cordis that Cordis and Bane had a fight. They had an argument, not a fight, they had an argument, and oh, I didn't realize how low I got. And it didn't go the way Cordis wanted it, and Bane just went out into the Valley of the Dark Lord, where it's very deadly. Except that Kasim knows Bane's gonna survive because he's just really powerful. So we flash to Sirek, who's getting out of the Bacta tank, and Githany is there, and she's like, I want you to help me destroy Bane. He didn't kill you, he failed to kill you. I'm mad at him for being a coward and that kind of thing, and for leaving without telling me. Because he did just kind of leave without telling anybody, except for Cordis, obviously. So he gets really mad. So they're teaming up. They're like, okay, you know what? I'll help you fight. I'll help you kill Bane. I want my revenge. And so we move on to Bane, and he's looking through the Valley of the Dark Lords. And he goes into this temple, and the tomb has been ransacked. Everything of value is gone, and it doesn't even, the feel of the force is like barely even there anymore. He gets really mad, and he's like, oh, damn it, Khan fucked me over. So now in chapter 19, we're looking at Bane walking back to the temple. And he's basically just thinking over to himself, like, Khan's a traitor to the Brotherhood, or the Brotherhood is a traitor to the Sith. It's a traitor to the dark side of the Force, and it just goes against everything that we stand for. It's just them trying to, you know, be the Jedi, but be the Sith. So he's just talking about how, he ruins everything. Talking about how the Brotherhood's the real traitors, and how they destroy the temples and all this. So he goes back, and he's just thinking about how he's really hungry and tired, but he's positive he's gonna leave the Order. He's gonna leave the Academy and the Brotherhood. That night, that night, Sirak and Githany are plotting, so they're like, okay, during the night, we're gonna bring him down to the Archives, to kill him. And Cordis goes to Bane's room and says, here's a synthetic crystal. It's more powerful than the crystal in your lightsaber. I give this to you as a peace offering. I hope we can make amends. And Bane is like, fuck you, you're gonna lose, even though Cordis doesn't really listen to him. No. So then later on, Githany comes in his room, and Githany's like, this is chapter 20 now. Yeah, chapter 20. Githany comes to his room and basically convinces him to follow her to the Archives. So he follows her to the Archives, where they shut the door, and it's like, oh man, freaking Sirak's here, and so are Yifra and Loke, two Zabrak. The Zabrak siblings that always follow Sirak around. And now Githany's here, and Githany's like, I walked you into a trap, why do you do this, you're an idiot. And Bane goes, oh, this idiot really, this fool really thinks you're doing this for him. So Githany gives him his lightsaber, just in time to block a strike from Sirak, so they start fighting. Basically, Githany kills Yifra and Loke, and then Bane just goes to Sirak. Sirak's like, okay, I give in, you're the better Sith, I give in. And he's like, those who beg for mercy are too weak to deserve it. And he just slices his head off. So that's pretty brutal, and then Githany's like, oh, we can do whatever now, we're gonna go fight the Jedi tomorrow, and he's like, well, no, the Brotherhood sucks, come with me out, lead the Brotherhood, and she's like, no, you haven't met Lord Khan, you don't understand, and so he leaves, he slams into Cordis' door, and is like, were you the one who got Sirak to try to kill me? And he's like, what? And he's like, okay, well, you didn't, but I just killed them, and they're both dead, they're all dead, all three of them, all of the Zabrak, they're dead, and he's like, oh, you did this on the eve of our going to our fucking thing, and he's like, oh, well, this place is, very publicly, with all the people around him, he's like, I'm leaving, this sucks, you guys suck, you're a traitor to the dark side, you are all horrible, you're all cowards, and sheep, and fools, and blind, and all this stuff. Well, I have the second highest health right now. So, he leaves the Academy, he steals a ship called the Valson, from Cordis's, basically from Cordis. He steals Cordis' ship. And he's like, I know where I'm going to go. So he goes, I saw some shit on my inventory. Sorry, I'm throwing out the redstone. I could use some diamonds, you know. Nothing. Okay. Oh, we're too low. We're too high up for diamonds, aren't we? Yeah. So, now we're on chapter 21, and let's flip to Hoth. So we're looking at Lord Hoth, who's the leader of the Army of White, and this is the first glance that we're getting on the Jedi side. So Hoth is talking to his friend Pernicar, and he's stressed out, and this guy, Lord Valentine Farfalla, comes up. And he's this, like, human, but he's got, like, ass legs, basically, you know, jackass legs. He's got donkey legs. He's a satyr, basically. And, he comes up, and he's like, yo, yo, yo. And, no, he's really, like, flamboyant. Not flamboyant, he's really, over the top. Very prestigious, and a lot of Jedi scoff at him, and he's like, I'm gonna get you 300 Jedi just so you trust me more, and I'll help the cause. And Hoth's like, fine, go get your 300 Jedi, go get them, bring them here. So he does that, and then we're looking at Githany. We take a quick look at Githany going to, joining the Sith, going to the Sith camp, and then that's basically the end of Chapter 21. So, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.